Hello everyone. Welcome back to Nuzat Ma'am Ki online classes. Hope you have done thoroughly with chapter number 1, that is Introduction to HTML. Today we will move one step ahead by proceeding to chapter number 2, that is head and body section in HTML. An HTML document is divided into two sections called head and body. Today in this video lecture we will see element of head section. We are already familiar with common element of head section, that is title element. In this video lecture, we will cover additional element that goes inside this head section, that is meta tag, base tag, link tag, style tag, and lastly script tag. We will see and discuss about the head section only in this video lecture, and I will cover body section in next video lecture. Let's move to the head section. Head section are not meant to display content on your web browser, but head section or head element is basically used to store meta information, that is additional information of your web page. You know very well that head section is written within opening head tag and closing head tag. Head section is also known as head element, that is opening tag and some content and closing tag. In this video lecture, we are going to see what content that we can embed in this opening head and closing head tag. We will start with title tag. We are embedding title tag in head section, and that text or content get displayed on the title bar of the browser window. Whatever web content like table, image or any text that we want to display to the user, that web content part is embedded in body section, that we know. But title is not a part of web content, so we will not do any kind of formatting like bold, underline, italic or any kind of formatting on the text or content of the title element. Such formatting on title element may result into error. In case you are not specifying title in your HTML document, then browser will display the whole path or file name in the title bar of the browser. We will see this thing practically. Here I open my notepad file and here I write title tag and I will close it even. Here I am not writing any content and my file name is head element exercise. I will open it in browser. Head element exercise, I will open it in browser. So you can see here file name, because I am not writing any text or content in title tag. So here I will write some title like Tom and Jerry. I will save the file and again I will refresh it. So you can see here whatever text you are writing, that will be displayed on the title bar of the window. And one more thing you have to remember, that you have to close the title tag, because title tag is a container tag. Suppose if I forget to close it, I have to put forward slash here. In case if we forget to close the title tag, then the whole document is considered as a title part and nothing will be displayed. Even though you are writing 50 lines of code in body section, nothing will get displayed on your browser window. So we need to close it. Now we will see next head element, that is meta tag. We know the term metadata, that is data of data. Meta tag provide additional information about your web page, like who is the author of the web page, when that web page was created, what is description and keyword of that web page. When you type your keyword in search box of browser, here I type some keyword, wait, in Google, in search box if I will type Tom and Jerry like some text, it will display search result like this. The search engine will display all the web pages related to cartoon character Tom and Jerry on your search result, and that additional information like description, keyword, author of the web page is embedded in meta tag, and search engine will use this meta tag to display the result. We will see more about meta tag. Here we will study about additional type of meta tag, that is description, keyword and author. We will also cover additional meta tag like HTTP equivalence. Description. We will start with description. Most search engines will display the description of different web page when it put the search result. Here you can see link to web page and few words in description that describe about particular web page. And how to write this description? For that particular web page, we have to use meta tag. For meta tag, remember two attributes, that is name and contain. Here I use name for description. Contain. I'm writing random text that describe my web page like classic, cartoon, character. Here I can write many words, but I am writing few words here. As you can see here, value of name is description, and in contain we are writing our own content that describe our web page. Right now we can't see content of meta tag on browser window. Once our website get published on internet, then we can see our description in search result of any search engine like Yahoo or Google. In case you have not specified any description for meta tag, then it will take first few words from body, a section of HTML document. Now we will see next type of meta tag, that is keyword. Keyword is very important term and it is used by search engine to display your web page on priority basis, and your web page will get ranking in search result with the help of keyword. We will see the code in Notepad file. Here value of name attribute is keyword. In contain, I will cover the keyword that people may type or search in search box of search engine. Like I am covering cartoon for kids. People may also search text like Tom and Jerry cartoon. Or it can be full episode of Tom and Jerry. Yes, see here, we are writing value of contain by using comma separator. You have to separate the value by comma. Then we will see author. This tag provides information about author. Using this tag, we can come to know who has created this page. We will do this thing practically. Here also we will use two attributes, that is name and contain. But value of name is here author. And contain, here I am writing my own name. This much done. Now we will see other meta tag, that is HTTP equivalent. HTTP equivalent is used to refresh specific URL after some second. In many social media apps like Instagram, the page should get automatically refreshed after a few seconds, and the page should not be cached. Otherwise, every time we will get old outdated content only. So page should get refreshed and show updated content after some second. We will do this thing practically using meta tag only. Meta, here you have to use attributes HTTP equivalence, and here the value of HTTP equivalence will be refresh as we want to refresh the page. And one more attribute we have to add, that is contain. After 5 seconds this page should get replaced. Again I repeat, here you have to cover two attributes, that is HTTP equivalent to refresh the page, and second attribute you have to write contain. In contain attribute we have to specify second. After how many seconds your page should get refreshed. Here, this tag will refresh our HTML document file. And if I want to refresh some other page rather than this page, then I need to specify one more attribute, that is URL. Semicolon URL and then my file name. Right now I have heading exercise file in my drive, so I will use this file. We'll check it out whether I have this file. Yes, I will use this file. Save the file. We will refresh this file. After 5 seconds, you will get new file, that is heading exercise HTML file. We don't have to put double quote here. Save the file and refresh the page here. And after 5 seconds, you don't have to press refresh button or F5 button. Here you get latest content of your web page, that is heading exercise HTML file. Meta tag get over here. Here we will see HTML base. Suppose I want to display 3 to 4 images on my web page. For that I need to use image tag with attribute src. In body tag I will write image tag with src attribute and I will specify my file name here. To specify the file name we need to give address, and all the images file are in D drive, so I will copy this path and I will paste it here, and my image name is image4.jpg. I will add few more images. I will change the name, here image5 and here image6. I will save the file and again I will refresh my page. Before refreshing the page, we have to comment it out, all other tag that we are not using it now. Here I will begin the comment and here I will end the comment. The effect of this tag will not be visible on browser. Like when we will refresh the page, we were getting heading exercise done. Right now it is disabled for time being. Whenever in future if I need it back, then I will remove this comment and then we can use this thing. Now we will get only images when I will refresh the page. For that I need to open that page again. These 3 images you are getting using image tag src attribute. Instead of specifying complete address again and again for different images, I can specify the base address using base tag, and all the image will use that URL as a starting point. Using base tag, we will use attribute href and then we will cut this path from here and I will paste it there. So this is the base address for all the related file or images. And I will make this absolute address as a relative address. A relative address means what? Specifying only file name in src attribute of image tag rather than specifying whole address or complete address. So you can see here all the 3 images. If I will comment it out this thing, what will happen? I will begin the comment here and I will end the comment here. I will save the file and here I will refresh the page. So it is shown as a broken link because our address is not available here. So what I need to do? That is the importance of base address. Now we will move further. Now we will see HTML element. We already completed practical of title, meta tag and base tag. Now we have to see last 3 terms, that is link, style and script. We will start with link tag. Link tag defines the relationship between a document, your document, and an external resource. Using this link tag, I can use external file like CSS or JavaScript file in my own HTML file. Don't worry about the term CSS and JavaScript. That we will learn in 12th standard. Here I have one CSS file. I will show you, and file name is my style, and have written one line in that to change the background color, and extension of this file is CSS. So my file name is mystyle.css. I will use that file in my HTML file. So I have to use link tag, and one more attribute we have to use href. Before that I will comment out this thing also. Base tag I will comment it out. So here rest all code is in comment tag from here to here. Now I will see the effect of link tag href, and I will write my file name mystyle.css. We can link JavaScript file and we can link this CSS file. Now we are linking this style sheet, so we have to write style sheet in related attribute. Save it, refresh it. So we are getting yellow color that we did in mystyle.css file. Even we can write our own in style tag. That how to write? We will see style tag even. Here I will write style open tag and closing style tag, and here I will change the background color. So you don't have to see the coding how I am writing, just practically I am showing to make it clear. You have to do theory only. Blue. This thing we will study in more detail in 12th standard. Here I have done with style tag. And last tag in HTML element we will see today is script tag. For that you need opening script tag and closing script tag. Here I will close it. Whatever stuff you have, that you have to write here. That is not in your syllabus. Just remember, script tag is a client-side scripting language. So we will do validation on client side. Once validation done, then we will proceed the web page to server. So it is a client-side scripting language. Now we will see last topic for this video lecture, that is comment. Comment are not meant to be displayed on web browser. We are familiar with comment. Just now I did it in my HTML file. This is the opening comment tag. This is the closing comment tag. If you want to see the comment tag, you have to open your notepad and you can see the coding. It does not affect in browser. And one more point you have to remember, comment is also known as prologue, and it can be added in both the section head and body section. That is all for the day. In next video lecture, I will cover body section of HTML. Stay tuned in for next video. Thanks for watching.